So here we have the Nissan Qashqai Tekna on a 17 plate. I'm going to start off by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. But from the outside you can see it's a 5-door car with alloy wheels and tinted windows. Let's start off inside the boot and then work our way around the rest of the car from there. As we approach the back of the car, you'll see we've got reversing sensors. This car's also got a 360 parking camera, which I'll show you inside the car. Loads of boot space, along with that 60/40 split folding rear seat. And the boot space can be increased by lifting and removing these trays, either both of them or one at a time, should you wish to. Okay, so we're just going to work our way back round to the front of the car now, and then I'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. And now that we've done a full circle of the car, you can see that it's in fantastic condition the whole way round. Just briefly before we climb in, I just think it's worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. You get full leather seats. There's loads to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that right now. So now that we're inside the car, we're going to start off with the dials. On the left hand side we have the rev counter, and on the right hand side the speedometer and fuel gauge. In the middle we've got the trip computer, which also displays the total miles on this car of 14,519. Directly above that you can see we have a digital readout for the speedometer. That information can be changed using buttons on the steering wheel for various different bits of fuel economy info. Would you rather have those pieces of information available to you, and you can reset the trip computer and what have you as well. Backing out to the steering wheel, on the left hand side we've got stereo controls, and on the right hand side we've got cruise control with speed limiter and the ability to answer and end phone calls. That is of course once you set up the phone, and that is done over on the central screen just here. So firstly, before we come back to that, we want to talk about the music on this car. The sun is shining on the unit a little bit, so it might be hard to see, but you can see we have DAB digital radio. We also have FM and AM radio as well. And then in terms of other ways of listening to music, we have a CD player. We've got auxiliary and USB inputs. And once you paired your phone, you can stream music wirelessly via Bluetooth audio as well. So plenty of ways to listen to your music in this car. One of the other features which is fantastic is the 360 parking camera. So you can see just there, we have a reversing camera image on the right hand side and a bird's eye view image on the left hand side. You can also, if you press the camera button on the main unit itself, you can have a front facing camera and the bird's eye view camera, or a front facing camera and the front near side, so passenger side wheel. So with all of those cameras, it does make it incredibly easy to park. There's also satellite navigation. There's a full video on our website showing how that works. It's well worth checking that one out. Down here we have dual zone climate control, so you can adjust the temperature independently on either side of the car. The fan speed up and down from here. That button will turn the air conditioning on, or you can hit auto and the car will maintain those temperatures for you by taking control of the fan speed itself. You can turn that off by simply readjusting the fans accordingly. We have a proper full electrically heated front screen, as well as the heated rear screen. You then have a 12-volt charging socket, electronic handbrake, a 6-speed manual gearbox, and then in the central armrest, the auxiliary and USB inputs that I mentioned, along with a second 12-volt charging socket, and just in front of that, driver and passenger heated seats. So the last thing I wanted to talk about is the panoramic glass roof on this car. Rather than it being a sunroof, it is essentially a large window. As you can see though, it lets in a huge amount of light and it opens up to the back of the rear seat, so it really is quite a large area. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car in person and have a test drive, please feel free to call any of our MJA sites. We'd love to hear from you soon.